There are no secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked as these two are in this one. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide. Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 6th-ranked team in the land, the Alabama Crimson Tide. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Try an onside kick on the opening kickoff. How about this for a start? Open with an onside kick, swipe of possession, big time risky, and also very confident. Play action on first down. Snagged in the middle, it's Miller. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
They'll line up for a second down play. Trying play action. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Miller. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Alabama quickly back to the line. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on third down. Dropping back, it's Russell. Right down the middle. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Trying to take it back. The 20. Touchdown, Texas! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
I mean, does the start get any better for this defense? You force a third down, passing situation, great pass defense. Not only that, break on the football, make the interception, and take it all the way back to the house. The tone has been set in this ballgame.
And the point after is good. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here comes that Alabama offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Longhorns! The defense takes matters into its own hands.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the first quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
14, Alabama, 0.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
Back to throw, it's Russell. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bernard. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They've got it. 1st and 10 at the 42. Looking to throw on 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Sails one into the middle. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
So now it's 2nd and long. He might want another play. Wants to throw again. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
I know that one falls incomplete, but I love the idea of finding ways to get this running back the ball, right? You can hand it off to him. He's got really good hands. Already has a few catches in this game. I think you keep trying to leak him out of the backfield and let him take advantage of this defense throwing the ball.
Got him downfield. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Alabama pushing the tempo. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Firing to the right, complete. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. 2nd down coming up with this red zone opportunity. The give is to Miller. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Dropping back, it's Russell. He got it! And he won't be able to push his way in. He stopped at the 1. 1st and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. He's looking to pass. It's complete on the right side. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. After the score, we'll see if that breathes a little fire into it.
And you see it all the time, right? You get that score, you get that energy, the crowd gets involved, and the defense got to get out and get you a stop. But this was step one to getting them back in the ballgame.
PAT unit on the field. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And it was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D-linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Off play action. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. To the air, it's Manning. Unloads to the wideout. Complete in the middle. Love to see these third down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. Some guys just have the pure talent to make the catch no matter how many defenders are around.
Yeah, Reese, he's a bit of a rule breaker because even when he's covered, he's open. And the quarterback knows that. He's going to find a way to come back to the football and help his QB out.
The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Corner's going to give them room. Quickly to the tight end. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. And they've swapped ends of the field, and we'll get it going in the second. The give. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. The Longhorns are in the hurry-up. They'll run for it on 3rd and short. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Has to get there to move the sticks. Got a little space. There he goes. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Texas!
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
From inside the 15, here's the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle.
game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great. So I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Oh, he wants it all. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know.
He's loose down the left side. The 40. Inside the 30. Past the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Bama!
Now, you talk about flipping the field in a hurry. Maybe you're thinking run the football, create a little space for my offense. No, they're taking shots way down the field, 98 yards to the house. What a huge play for this offense.
Ready to try the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it.
Oh, he's got some space. And the explosiveness, the big gainer gets it to the 49-yard line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. And the Longhorns want to move quickly.
Defense came into this one knowing they were going to see some tempo. They've got to get the call from the sidelines, get it communicated, get lined up.
And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Touch pass on the run. He's down to the 37-yard line, and that's where he goes out of bounds.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and is going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to
wide open spaces. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. That he makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to throw, it's Russell. Pressure coming. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. After the incompletion, they go back up top. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Hey, listen, the quarterback didn't get the completion on that throw, but that doesn't mean you can't try again. Trust in your playmakers outside to push the field and stretch it vertically and make a play for you. It won't surprise me to see this QB take more shots as this game goes on.
Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. To the air on first down. Throws to the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
And the defense catches a break on that one. And this guy's not a superstar, but he's pretty dang reliable. And we talked to them about this guy. Like, he's kind of the security blanket for the quarterback. And him to drop that football doesn't happen often. You take those lucky things when you can get them.
Just keeps slinging it. Makes the catch. It's Miller.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Here's the pressure. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. He wants to change this route. He'll send the tight end in motion. Back to throw, it's Russell. Going to take a shot. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
This offense just has to find a way to find a rhythm here. They're playing at home, and they want this crowd to stay involved and be an asset in the game, but they need to start making plays. They can't keep throwing incompletions this early.
Pocket breaking down. Zings it complete to the right. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. Wanting to move the chains. Here comes Alabama on fourth. Trying to burn this defensive back. Trying to find the end zone. Makes the catch with defenders everywhere. And now the defense backed up with a first and goal from the 5. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. The hurry up now. Second down. Clock ticking. Tries again to get it in. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on third down. Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game. The Sneak scores it.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. That is what they mean when they say ball control, a 14-play touchdown drive. It was finished off with the quarterback sneak. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. The DBs will back off a bit. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Still looking on the move. He'll go out of bounds at the 28-yard line, and deep in your own end, you need plays like that.
I love it. I love it. First down, let's be aggressive. Let's throw the football. But how about the quarterback? He does a great job in the pocket, buying time. Up, nobody open, scrambles around, and more importantly,
nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Picks up the ball and tries to make something of it. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Trying to get outside on the jet sweep. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. So that'll do it here in the first half. Stay tuned. Halftime is coming. We're just about ready to start the second half. From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
and this offense adds to the lead. They've had a good day, showing you a little bit of everything. Running the football, throwing the football. They throw in the jet sweep. The defense has no answer. Nice blocking, and you just see speed kills. Speed on the outside. He takes it all the way to the house.
They'll line up to go for two. Got his man on the right. Into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and with that, they take the lead. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he's going to try to return this one. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. They'll open the second half with a run. Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
Well, on that one, they decide to attack the left outside on the ground, and you see the speed by the ball carrier there, Reese, picking up a huge chunk of yards.
Now, I can't imagine any reason they wouldn't just run that play again.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Why not just go back to the well one more time?
Might as well give it to him again. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given him some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success on that play. Really downhill, really physical.
Breaks a tackle, and he's got room. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense knew coming into the game they were going to see the option. They didn't know exactly how it was going to look specifically. They've seen it a few times early in this game. They've given up some yards, but it looks like they're clamping down on it now, guys, and we know they've got speed. They can go sideline to sideline. Really nice job that time. Getting hats over to the football, getting to the pitch man in the perimeter of the field, and getting down the ground.
A veritable crimson tide of noise on Saban Field here on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Gets it out fast. He's brought down at the 44-yard line, and the defense making a play on 3rd down. And the Longhorns need to pick it up on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's dropped. Oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out.
Man, that is a big-time drop right there. Fourth down, opportunity to catch it, maybe get the first down. That is tough to swallow, but as a QB, I got to walk over to him and say, listen, dude, we're going to need you later on. I still believe it.
Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Williams. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. On 4th and 7, analytics, gut feel, or maybe just wanting to keep the offense out there. They'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And that one falls incomplete. A huge stand by the defense.
That is a great job by this defense, coming up big on 4th down when it matters the most. You could tell they were dialed in. They knew they were going to throw the football. The defense was locked in on the quarterback. Great job defending the pass, forcing the incompletion on 4th down.
That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. Handoff to the lone back. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Wide receiver going in motion. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quick completion on the out. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. They'll go to the ground. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
I love the play call running the football here in the 4th quarter because with the score what it is right now, everything is at your disposal on offense. You are not panicking. This isn't throw every single down, all of a sudden 2-minute air raid type stuff. You can run the ball. You can do all of your stuff, personnel, shifting, motioning. Just got to be very, very careful and absolutely cannot turn it over.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Caught behind the line. It's Moore. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
This quarterback right now is in a groove. He's doing a nice job increasing. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Didn't have anything working and just had to throw it away on 3rd down.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. And here we go. Down to score. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's picked off at the goal line. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to win the field position with the return.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football. You saw it right there.
To the air, it's Russell. Looking to the big tight end. Working the middle. He found plenty of room, and he gets it to the 39-yard line.
This is a shootout. Both offenses up and down the field. They're generating explosive plays. It feels like which team has the ball last may win, but give the quarterback a lot of credit that time because, again, he saw a beautiful look to take a shot into, and he throws an absolute dime.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Trying to impose their will on the ground as he stopped after a 5-yard pickup to the 33. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Looking to fire. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
The clock winds down to the 2-minute timeout, and this offense will try to drain away the time and secure the victory. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable 3rd and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. This offense believes you are given 4 downs for a reason. You've got to use all of them. 2 for 3 so far today. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield.
Man, this quarterback is going to have to be deadly accurate here in this 2-minute situation, right? And that's really what he's had to be all game long. He hasn't had a lot of yards because the coverage has just been so tight. He's had to be pinpoint perfect. It's been hard just to find completions, and no doubt that's going to be the same thing here in this 2-minute drive.
Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to throw again. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And now this offense will try to overcome that 2nd down incompletion. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it.
That is how it's done. Great job by this offense. And because of the score and the time, you kick the extra point because you're going to make them go down the field, have to score, and get a two-point conversion to tie this football game. Great drive by this offense.
Getting set for the point after. And he splits the uprights and pushes the lead to 8 here in the fourth. They march 79 yards on the drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Opening play of this drive will come from their own 23. Off the play fake on first down. A deep throw as the clock winds down. Picked off. Looking for more room. They'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Here comes that Alabama offense. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting first down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation.
Turning it on! And he's brought down after a nice gain. Offense uses a timeout, 17 seconds left on the clock. Alabama comes to the line with a first and goal. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Tight end finds a soft spot. And he gets it into the end zone for a touchdown. A front punch to this defense and probably a knockout run.
And they say play to the final whistle. This offense took it to heart. Scoring late, maybe they could have wasted the clock. They made no doubt about it. This one's over.
Here comes the two-point try. Pass is incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
Ball skips out of bounds. Penalty flag flies, and the onside kick is unsuccessful. They'll call timeout with 9 seconds left on the clock.
Timeout, Alabama.
Touch pass on the jet sweep. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Bye.